Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Speak gently, smile often. Let the love of the Father, through the blessings in Him, shine in thy life day by day. Please continue watching for the spiritually inspiring readings of Edgar Cayce, the Sleeping Prophet.
If you do a little bit of research, you'll find that one of the biggest causes of global warming is because of the meat industry. Alan Cumming, vegan.
Tush Umoy, this means pleased to meet you in the traditional Udmurt language. I am Luca. The nature-loving people of Udmurtia appreciate all you do in spreading loving kindness through your speech, thought and actions. May God's guiding light bring comfort and joy to you and your family always. Welcome to Stepping Stones in Application from Christ Consciousness by Edgar Cayce, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Internationally known clairvoyant Edgar Cayce was called the Sleeping Prophet due to the seemingly deep sleep he entered before he started a prophecy. He performed some 22,000 readings over 4 decades, from 1901 to 1944. Of these readings, more than 14,000 were recorded, ranging on topics such as reincarnation, oneness, the Akashic records, a library of all human events, ancient mysteries, universal laws, and the importance of meditation and prayer. Born in Kentucky, USA, in 1877, Edgar's psychic abilities first appeared as a child. His sole desire was to help others, and at the age of 12, an angelic figure appeared before him, assuring him that his prayers had been answered. His psychic aptitude grew over time and he began to prophesy on a wide range of subjects. Today we present some of Edgar Cayce's insightful readings on God's love and how to apply God's love into our everyday life. Christ Consciousness. Stepping Stones in Application. Speak gently, smile often. Let the love of the Father, through the blessings in Him, shine in thy life day by day. Then the clouds of doubt will dissipate, and the brightness of the Christ consciousness will give thee purposefulness in all thy dealings, and His blessings will be continually with thee. Know that, as ye walk with Him in the promises that are given in those passages indicated, He abides with thee. And if He abides with thee, what can make thee afraid? For He is life, light, hope, patience, love in its essence. And as ye manifest same in thy conversation, and thy thoughts, and thy dealings with thy fellow men, ye are indeed His. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth. Practice this again in thy experience, not as one that is a pacifist for the secular forces or reasons, but that there may be an opening into the mind and heart between the spiritual and mental forces of each soul to know that peace which passes all understanding, and that gives a surety in the minds and hearts of those who know the consciousness of his abiding peace within. Hence there should be persistence, never become weary in well-doing, but not for self and not for any cause save that which is impelled through the way, and the truth and the light, or the Christ consciousness. As ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them, but not always insisting that they do your way. Sow the seeds of truth, of life, but don't plow them up too often. Be sincere in purpose and in deed, and there will be found the greater peace, the greater harmony coming to thee in thy undertakings to make for better conditions under which all labor or in which all share. For we are indeed our brother's keeper, self is indeed thy brother's keeper, but not keeping him under your own thumb. Lose sight of self in love for others. This then may bring for the entity an experience that will be a vision of a consciousness that becomes as a oneness with the creative forces. Not that the life's span has run, no, but let the span be as a bridge for those who have lost their way, who may take hope again. Then, as we find, there should be, first, the general mental attitude of manifesting the fruit of the Spirit as set forth by many of those in the application of the Christ consciousness in the experience of the body. Practice, then, brotherly love, kindness, patience, long-suffering, gentleness. In the mental and the material things, so use thy abilities in the self-expression of that which has been innately and manifestly built in thy experiences in the earth, as to cause the fruits of thy efforts and abilities to become the helpmeets, the helpfulnesses to, and the incentives and motives of others in their activities and their relationships of life. This will bring harmonious experiences. This will bring those material necessities in the material world that to so many become a burden and a stumbling stone. But these, if thy experience is founded in the spiritual import, will make this latter sojourn in the earth one of happiness. For the light that burns within thine inner self has been set as by him who gave in thine inner presence and in thine sojourn in the Bethany land. I am the resurrection and the life. He that takes hold upon me shall not die. Let this then be as thy motto. He is the life, he is the resurrection, and in him is life, light, and joy that makes all as but naught. As we have indicated, first, find self in its relationship to spiritual things, not of self, but of that influence, that power, those which man may attain to the greater consciousness of his oneness with the universe. Yes, but as of a personal Savior, a personal God, not as an individual. For the individuality of a soul must be lost in the personality of the Christ, in God. These become unified, then, in their activities in relationships with others. The acts of those are such that they are ever desirous of the good for their brother. They are ever desirous of the fact that their Lord wait with them, that he walk and talk with them in their meditations, that he be with them in their pleasures. Yes, ye seek often to call on him in sorrow. How often do you ask him to dine with thee? How often in thy pleasures? These activities ye may enjoy more when ye do learn these truths, so as to make them a part of thy consciousness. Not merely when things go wrong or when you stump your toe should ye ask, but ask ever, and it will be the better. If the entity will read or study or analyze how the Master treated children, young people, during his ministry in the earth, it will be seen how often he used children, the young people, as the hope of the world, as to how unless each individual puts away those selfish desires which arise and becomes as little children, one may never quite understand the simplicity of Christ's faith, Christ-like faith, Christ-like simplicity, Christ-like forgiveness, Christ-like love, Christ-like helpfulness to others. For the entity gained these through those experiences. Replace animosities, hates and fears with faith, hope, long-suffering patience, and with the purposes not merely of self, but of self-applying the principles of the Christ consciousness. Choose to so conduct thy life that he may walk and talk with thee as face to face as he walks in the way. Let him be thy guide, thy going-ins, in thine coming out, in thy meditations, be not afraid. Then let the body cooperate by putting behind self those things that easily beset, and look to the strength and the power of the Christ consciousness, the light within.
No to vegan, 'cause you don't need to be healthy and happy.
Endearing viewers, it's been wonderful to have your presence today. Please join us tomorrow for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is Judean Desert Caves, Safekeepers of Rare Biblical Treasures, part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May the Divine bless your efforts to bring happiness to all around you.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule und suprememastertv.com/WOW.